Hello, this is Mrs. Mallet again, and today we're going to talk about the product rule for exponents. Now, the product rule for exponents is where you have like bases and you're going to add your exponents together. So, for example, if I had 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 5th, these are like bases. The 3's are my like bases. So you just add your exponents. So it would be 3 to the 4 plus 5. Well, what is 4 plus 5? 9, right. So this will be 3 to the 9th power. And you don't have to tell me what that is. You don't have to expand it out. Just for the sake of right now, remember product rule, you add your bases. Okay, let's say that I have x to the 4th times x to the 7th. Same thing. You add your exponents. So 4 plus 7 is 11. So this will be x to the 11th power. Okay, let's say that I had something like this one. Negative 2 to the 3rd times negative 2 to the 2nd. Same thing. You have this like bases, so you add your exponents together. This will be negative 2 to the 5th power. Okay, let's get a little bit more challenging. Let's say I have something like x to the 3rd times y to the 4th. Now you can't do this because remember the product rule states that you have to have like bases. I don't have like bases here, so you can't do anything with this. So you would leave it the way that it is. You can't do anything with it. But let's say that I had something like this. X to the squared times y times x to the 4th times y to the 5th. Now, even though they're arranged like this, you still can do it. You can arrange your x's together, so you have x squared times x to the 4th, and you can put your y's together. You have 1y times y to the 5th. Now you can see your groupings, because now you have your two groupings here. Now we can do this with our x's. It'll be x to the 2 plus 4, which is 6th, and y to the, even though there's not really something here per se, you still have one y. There's a 1 there that is understood. So 1 plus 5 would be 6. So I have x to the 6th, y to the 6th. Now this is the product rule. Remember, the product rule states that you keep your like base and add your exponents. Let's do one more example. So let's say that I have 2x squared negative 3x to the 5th. Okay, so now let's do this one. Now, I know that you're looking at those numbers and you're thinking, we don't have like bases. But yes, we do. We do have like bases. Those numbers that you see, the 2 and the negative 3, those are called coefficients. So pretty much you just kind of multiply those together. So 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And now our x's, those are our bases. Always remember, whatever is with an exponent, that big number, that is your base. Okay, so in this example here, even though I have x squared, my x is considered my base. Okay, so now back to the problem. I have negative 6x to the, now remember, product rule, you add your exponents. So 2 plus 5 is 7. So this will be negative 6x to the 7th power. All right, we just went over the product rule.